Welcome everyone to the final Raw episode before the Elimination Chamber, live from London. Tonight we are in Cardiff, Wales, for what will be a stacked Raw episode tonight, as our main event, Roman Reigns takes on Bron Breakker and Jeff Hardy in a triple threat qualifying match. But to kick things off here, it will be the Nigerian ruler, Oba Femi, who will be kicking things off tonight. The man who will be facing Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. Also, Giulia takes on Raquel Rodriguez and Asuka as we continue the women's qualifying matches. And tonight is a special night as we will be having two women's Elimination Chamber qualifying matches, with also having Lyra Valkyria against Kairi Sane and against Chelsea Green. Triple threat action continues live tonight on YouTube. Every matchup tonight is an Elimination Chamber qualifying matches, so high stakes in Cardiff, Wales, in the UK right here, as Jeff Hardy, Bron Breakker, Roman Reigns meet in the main event. But now let's take a look at what's going on in a couple of weeks. On our next premium live event, Nia Jax defends the Women's World Heavyweight Championship against Stephanie Vaquer and Lyra in a huge triple threat matchup. Nia Jax's title reign might be in danger. Also, the men's Elimination Chamber involving CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Edge, Bobby Lashley. Tonight we're going to find out if it will be Roman Reigns, Bron Breakker, or Jeff Hardy. Stacked men's Raw Elimination just men's Elimination Chamber match. And also on the women's side, we'll be finding out two more participants for the women's Elimination Chamber. Trick Williams will defend the United States Championship against Sami Zayn in an unsanctioned match at the Elimination Chamber. It will be brutal, that's for sure. And confirmed just recently, John Cena will defend the Undisputed Championship against Chris Jericho. Man, what a card we have for the Elimination Chamber in London. It all goes down live on YouTube, as it is our next premium live event. But now let's take a look at what happened last episode in our main event on Raw. Priest was not looking and was not paying attention to Rollins, as Rollins hits a crossbody. And Priest kicks out. Oh no, that's Cody Rhodes! Cody Rhodes, former superstar of the Raw roster, now on SmackDown. What is he doing? Did Damian Priest have a plan? Did Priest have a plan all along? And now Priest with a south of heaven to Seth Rollins. And now with McIntyre going after Cody Rhodes. And all Rollins kicks out at two. But Priest going after him and hitting a south of heaven to Drew McIntyre. But it's now Seth Rollins with a pedigree to Priest. What is going on in this main event matchup? And interrupting him. The ref's gonna have to do something. Come on. Oh, and Drew McIntyre is gone. Drew McIntyre is out of the matchup. The ref kicks him out. And now Rollins is pissed. Rollins is pissed. Now getting caught by a super kick by Damian Priest. And now Damian Priest going for a south of heaven and to potentially win the World Championship. But no, oh my God, referee! The referee taking care of that turnbuckle pad that Drew McIntyre had removed. Smart play by McIntyre despite being kicked out, and that just caused Rollins to kick out at one. Can't use it as a weapon, but you can use it as potentially a landing spot. That's, oh my God! I believe Damian Priest's head quite dazed. And now Rollins, spearing Priest, and Priest landing on the steel step that hit the top of the announcer's table. But oh my God! Oh my goodness! Rollins, heaven for the win! Oh my God! Rollins kicking out, not wanting to lose in his first championship defense. And now Priest is angry at the referee. Should have counted a 3 in his opinion. And Priest now bashing the referee into the corner. And even taking down Rollins is now Priest talking to the referee now. Rollins with a roll-up. Rollins for the win, but the ref is knocked out in the corner. And oh, come on. Come on, ref. The ref calls it disqualification. Rollins wins. Rollins wins via disqualification as he hits a curb stomp. Lights are out. Lights are out. It's Oba Femi. Oba Femi. He's here in Manchester, UK. Oba Femi, but it's Seth Rollins. Rollins with a choke slam. Oba Femi, live right here to kick things off in Cardiff. The crowd is going absolutely nuts for Oba Femi, as it was last episode that Seth Rollins was able to chokeslam Oba Femi and put him on the ground. Surprised myself, surprised the fans, and probably surprised Oba Femi. Most likely not expecting that grit from Seth Rollins. Oba Femi, who wanted to shock Seth Rollins last episode at the end of the show. Lights went off. He spawned in the ring, but instead he got caught off guard with a chokeslam. What does he have potentially to say here tonight on Raw in Cardiff? Well, it didn't take too long. The World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins, is here, not even letting a single word out of Oba Femi's mouth. Rollins here, who is looking drippy as always. And he's probably also very excited of what transcended on the last Raw episode at the end of the show. Oba Femi, though, I could see it in his eyes. He does not look very happy. As Rollins and Oba Femi about to meet face to face. Oba Femi looking Seth Rollins straight to the eyes, taunting him. And both superstars face to face. This, ladies and gentlemen, will be your WrestleMania main event. The PLE after the Elimination Chamber in London. But now Oba Femi kick to the midsection. And now Oba Femi has Seth Rollins up on his shoulders. Oba Femi with a powerbomb. A fall from grace. Oba Femi putting the World Heavyweight Champion down on the ground, getting revenge for what happened last Raw episode, where it was Oba Femi who got chokeslammed by Rollins. But now it is Oba Femi quickly here in Cardiff who puts down the World Heavyweight Champ. The Empress of Tomorrow, who's looking to join a stacked Women's Elimination Chamber so far, with Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and Sol Ruka. So Asuka definitely wants to join that star-studded lineup, but she's going to have to go through Giulia and Raquel Rodriguez coming up next. Raquel Rodriguez, who has great chances of possibly advancing to the Elimination Chamber. She's a much bigger woman than Asuka and Giulia. She might have the advantage here because of her size and strength. But right here and up next, Asuka, Giulia, and Raquel Rodriguez. Triple threat action. Only one wins, and only one will advance to the Women's Elimination Chamber in London as Raquel hits a lariat on Giulia as Asuka has left the ring, letting Raquel and Giulia fight it out in the ring in one-on-one competition. Giulia slamming Raquel down back first, and now it's Asuka going back to the ring, putting Giulia down. And now Giulia getting taken down by a huge strike by Asuka, and Raquel delivering one to Asuka. Giulia now has Raquel up on her shoulders for a body slam. And now Asuka with a running bulldog to Giulia. Quick, fast-paced action to kick things off here in Cardiff, Wales. As Asuka now putting Raquel up on the top rope. Asuka going for a suplex, but Raquel Rodriguez dropping Asuka down. Now Giulia with a kendo stick hitting Raquel. And now Asuka with a huge punch to Giulia. As Asuka stands tall for the moment. As Asuka Irish whips Giulia in the corner. Raquel Rodriguez turned to Irish whip Asuka in the corner. Now Raquel Rodriguez. Oh! spearing both Giulia and Asuka in that corner. Raquel Rodriguez was going to use that kendo stick. Giulia says nope. And Asuka trying to go for that strike again. And don't forget, tonight we continue the Elimination Chamber qualifying matches. Huge stakes on tonight's show. There's now Asuka with a dropping Raquel down. But Giulia with a kick to the midsection of Asuka. And now Asuka Irish whipping Giulia outside of the ring and doing the same with Raquel Rodriguez. Asuka now taunting Giulia. The Empress of Tomorrow looking to gain some momentum. Possibly deliver a huge diving maneuver on Giulia. And yes, she does. A double axe handle to Giulia. And now going to the other side where Raquel is. Raquel seems perplexed as Asuka now with a double axe handle to Raquel Rodriguez. It's now Giulia with a kick to Asuka. Giulia stands tall. Welcome back to Raw in Cardiff. And it is now Raquel who has been in control of this triple threat matchup, delivering a drop kick to Asuka. Now a huge running big boot and another big boot to Giulia. As Raquel climbs the top rope. And Raquel Rodriguez with a huge frog splash to Giulia, reversed though. And now Giulia, oh no, putting Asuka down. Going for that victory, but Raquel Rodriguez is there to stop it all. But it's now Giulia. Oh, strange move here. Customized the suplex to Raquel Rodriguez. And now it's Giulia and Asuka one-on-one in the middle of that ring. Asuka gaining momentum. And a huge signature move to Giulia, sorry. My apologies. And now Asuka throwing Giulia outside of the ring. But Raquel Rodriguez out of nowhere. Asuka dodges it. Thankfully for her, and now Asuka. What is she looking to do here? Uh-oh. Asuka locked in. Asuka with an Asuka lock on Raquel Rodriguez, looking to end the match early on. Asuka with an Asuka lock. Putting pressure. But it's Giulia who's going to save the matchup there. Asuka, I believe, almost had it. It's really those fraction of a second that could really change the match. And Asuka now tripping Giulia, and Raquel Rodriguez delivering some chops and some strikes to the Empress of Tomorrow. To a future Hall of Famer, that's for sure, is now Raquel Rodriguez with a side suplex, side slam to Asuka, landing hard in the middle of that ring. And it's now Raquel Rodriguez with the, oh my goodness, what a maneuver. I thought she was going to go for a razor's edge, but now Raquel with a Tejana bomb to Giulia. Raquel Rodriguez to advance to the Women's Elimination Chamber, but she does not yet. The match continues. Welcome back to CJ Raw, live from Cardiff, UK. Cardiff, Wales. Now Giulia, who has Raquel where she wants her. And oh, dropping Raquel. But it's Asuka now with a roll-up. Rolling Asuka up. Almost shocked Giulia there. But Giulia ferociously kicks out. Now Asuka now going for that signature move. Raquel with a huge big boot. Raquel Rodriguez hitting a huge boot to Asuka. But now Raquel Rodriguez with a strike to Giulia. And now it's Raquel getting dropped by Giulia. Was that a headbutt? I couldn't really tell. And now it's Giulia's time to try to put an end to Asuka. We're getting closer to our next premium live event. The Elimination Chamber, the final stop before the biggest show of the year, WrestleMania. And in this universe mode, WrestleMania takes place in Atlanta at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Raquel waiting with a lariat to Giulia. Now it's Asuka with a code breaker to Raquel Rodriguez. And now Asuka trying to make Raquel Rodriguez tap out. And can she do it here to advance? Yes, she does. Asuka makes Raquel Rodriguez tap out. And Asuka with a huge win and secures her spot at the Elimination Chamber, the 6-woman Elimination Chamber match. What a victory for Asuka. A great matchup here to kick things off in Cardiff, Wales. And Cardiff witnessed a huge performance by all 3 women, but Asuka just had a better performance. That's all what it comes down to. Is who had the little edge, the little tiny advantage, as Asuka secures her spot in the Elimination Chamber match. She joins Becky Lynch, Sol Ruka, and Charlotte Flair. But now let's head backstage with CM Punk and Haunted Jacob.
Jacob, this is getting ridiculous. Every week, every single week, this masked man shows up, attacks somebody, attacks me, disappears. I'm trying to focus on Elimination Chamber. I'm trying to get my championship back, but I can't, because every time I take one step forward, this guy drags me right back into this mess. So tell me something. Do you have anything? A name? A lead? Anything?
Punk, I know you're mad. Believe me, if I knew who this guy was, he'd already be out of this building. But we're working on it, and every week gets a little more reckless. We will find him.
Haunted Jacob wants to find the masked man just like Punk, but here's what happened in the last episode of Raw, where it was CM Punk got a not a so good surprise from the masked man. Had an injured Jey Uso, and now the masked man going after CM Punk. CM Punk's waiting for the masked man, and now it's CM Punk assaulting the masked man, and they're both brawling inside of the ring. Ryan Tran trying to control them, but no, they strike CM Punk, the masked man, inside of the ring, and now Punk going on the top rope, but the masked man there to stop him, putting him inside of the ring. Punk was supposed to face Jey Uso in one-on-one action, but this mystery superstar who attacked Punk last episode still causing him trouble. And as we know, Punk is scheduled for the Elimination Chamber match in London at our next Premium Live event. But now this mystery superstar, this masked man, don't know who it is. Punk asked Haunted Jacob to find out who it was. Clearly Haunted Jacob not doing his job. And who is this assaulting CM Punk? It's not good at all for CM Punk. Not good at all. As he won't be 100% at our next. WrestleMania comes to you live on episode 17 from Atlanta, Georgia at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Two-night event, just like every other CJ Universe Mode Premium Live event. Tiffany Stratton will defend her Women's Undisputed Championship against Alexa Bliss, the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble. And on the men's side, Seth Rollins defends the World Heavyweight Championship against the winner of the Men's Royal Rumble, Oba Femi. Two huge world title matches that have been confirmed for WrestleMania. More to come, and especially more to come when we get past the Elimination Chamber. But the Elimination Chamber, our next Stream Up Live event, this is the final Raw episode before the Chamber. Lyra Valkyria, who comes from Ireland, and Ireland SmackDown, our next SmackDown episode will be coming to Dublin, Ireland, so don't miss that. It will involve huge stars, including the final boss, The Rock, who returns after his epic match with John Cena on the first ever episode of SmackDown in the 2K26 Universe Mode. But Lyra Valkyria, who participates in a women's qualifying match up next against Chelsea Green and Kairi Sane. Three women who have the potential to become future greats in this business. But it could all start right here tonight, with the winner going to the Elimination Chamber. And that goes down up next. Kairi Sane, who made her entrance right before Chelsea Green. And Chelsea Green making the final entrance before we kick things off here for this matchup. Chelsea Green, probably not a lot of people's pick to win this matchup, or just overall if she goes to the chamber and to win it all at the Elimination Chamber. But look, Chelsea Green has a shot. You know, all she has to do is, well, it's in the word. She has to shock. She has to shock the world, shock either Kairi Sane or Lyra Valkyria tonight. And we begin as Kairi Sane going right after Chelsea Green. But Chelsea Green with an elbow to Kairi Sane, and poor Chelsea getting teamed on by Lyra Valkyria and Kairi Sane. Probably the one that you wouldn't really team on. She's I don't know. I'm no disrespect to Chelsea Green, but you know. Anyways. But now getting dropped face first on the middle of that logo in the ring as Lyra Valkyria sending Chelsea in the corner, but now it's Kairi Sane with a running bulldog to Lyra Valkyria. And now Kairi Sane with a stomping chest of Lyra Valkyria. And Chelsea Green trying to get anything going, but it's not working at all. And she's chilling on the ropes. Oh, huge crossbody by Kairi Sane. for the quick victory, but a kick out at 1. And Kairi Sane just putting pressure on the neck of Lyra Valkyria. Anything to deal damage as Chelsea Green throwing. Oh no, instead she gets thrown out outside of the ring. Unfortunately for her, Kairi Sane striking Chelsea Green. But it's Lyra, sorry, not Chelsea Green, but Lyra Valkyria. I apologize. Lyra Valkyria re-enters the ring. A huge spear. What a spear by Kairi Sane. Kairi with a diving maneuver. And now Chelsea Green with a double axe handle to Lyra Valkyria. Kairi Sane exits the ring. What is she looking to do here? Grabbing a candlestick, and now it's Chelsea Green, though, double axe handle to Kairi Sane. This triple threat matchup continues here on Raw in Cardiff. Winner advances to the Women's Elimination Chamber. Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow, who just qualified earlier on in the night, as Lyra Valkyria Irish whips Kairi Sane in the corner. And now Lyra, what is she looking to do here? Oh, huge knee. As Lyra Valkyria on the middle rope, and a diving leg drop hitting the back of the head of Kairi Sane. And now, oh, Chelsea Green with a roll-up. Catching Lyra Valkyria off guard. Oh! She picks up the win. Chelsea Green, count of 3. And like I said, she had one job to do, and that was to shock the world. She just did. Pinning Lyra Valkyria as she was focused on Kairi Sane. And Chelsea Green, just in a couple minutes, ends the match and punches her ticket to the Women's Elimination Chamber match. And it's official. She takes one of the spots and joins Asuka, Becky Lynch, Sol Ruka, and Charlotte Flair. I cannot believe it. Congratulations, Chelsea Green. Welcome back to Raw. We are here at the Utilita Arena in Cardiff, Wales. What an episode it has been, and especially for the women. And both Chelsea Green and Asuka have qualified for the Women's Elimination Chamber match. But up next, it is our main event. Roman Reigns against Bron Breakker against Jeff Hardy. That is going on in our main event on Raw. The winner will advance to the Men's Elimination Chamber. But up next, a message from our Women's World Champ. The Women's World Champion Nia Jax, who's going to have to defend her women's title against Stephanie Vaquer and Lyra. And people say this is a tough challenge for Nia Jax, but don't forget that at Survivor Series, she had to defend her Women's World Heavyweight Championship in an 8-woman Battle Royal. And she won. She successfully won that Battle Royal, so I don't think it's a problem for her to defend it in a triple threat.
Elimination Chamber, everybody keeps talking about Stephanie Vaquer. Everybody keeps talking about Lyra. But let's get one thing straight. I'm the Women's World Champion.
Stephanie Vaquer, one of 3 that will be in the women's triple threat match.
Nia, keep talking. The truth is you're scared. You know your time as champion is running out.
Big, big, big mistake.
But, oh, Nia Jax with a women's championship belt, assaulting Valkyria as she was not even looking. A cheap shot by Nia Jax. And now Nia Jax, we can hear her a little bit just trash talking her opponent inside of the ring. She is pissed. She is pissed that Valkyria had the audacity to come interrupt her as Nia was talking to the CJ Universe.
I'm the greatest of all time, and you fans don't know
But
you filthy little brat.
Nia, you should look back.
Snap.
Nia Jax, it's Lita. Lita dropping Nia Jax. Lita, one of the other women who's going to be in that triple threat matchup at the Elimination Chamber. The women's title's on the line. Nia Jax has to defend against Stephanie Valkyria and Lita. And Lita with the final curtain call tonight, dropping Nia Jax down. Elimination Chamber will also feature Trick Williams defending the United States Championship against Sami Zayn in an unsanctioned match. And one of the main events, night 1 or night 2, we're going to see, but it will be John Cena against Chris Jericho. The undisputed championship on the line. That all goes down live on our next premium live event. This is the final Raw episode before the Elimination Chamber, and then we're going to have to go to Dublin, Ireland for SmackDown, and then London Elimination Chamber. Well, now up next, it is our main event. Roman Reigns against Bron Breakker against Jeff Hardy. What a triple threat match. The winner qualifies to the Elimination Chamber in London. But how about what's going on the next Raw episode? The Raw after Elimination Chamber. Well, street fight, baby, as Gunther takes on Bronson Reed. Oh my goodness, two big men fighting in a street fight on the next Raw episode, as well as a huge return as Paige is back on the red brand. That all goes down on the next Raw episode, live from Louisville, Kentucky. Bron Breakker, if we remember well, was last seen on a Raw episode before Survivor Series in Los Angeles, where he got injured by the hands of Solo Sikoa. As we know, someone like Jeff Hardy, who teamed up with Roman Reigns in the War Games match at Survivor Series, but also MJF. MJF, who is Bron Breakker's former tag team partner, as we remember well, they teamed up at SummerSlam and other various occasions. So Bron Breakker and MJF was a former tag team, but I don't know if Bron Breakker stands with MJF's stance right now. MJF, who's our Intercontinental Champion, but has definitely entered a darker side of himself, that's for sure. Jeff Hardy, one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions. They have not lost since the debut of this WWE 2K Universe mode from, when it started in 2K25. They have remained the champions. The only champs on Raw that have kept their titles since the premiere episode back in 2K25. So, quite insane what himself and Matt Hardy have done for Raw. But talking about Matt Hardy did participate in a Raw Elimination Chamber qualifying match, and he lost, unfortunately. Can Jeff Hardy win and go to the Elimination Chamber? Will that cause some jealousy between the Hardy Boys? I don't know. But look, Jeff Hardy only knows that he wants to win, that's for sure. As Breaker, Roman Reigns, and Jeff Hardy participate in a Triple Threat matchup in our main event. Like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell for some more CJ Wrestling content as Jeff Hardy and Breaker with a spear. Bron Breaker with a spear to Jeff Hardy earlier in the match as Roman Reigns is just chilling outside of the ring, finding his right moment to strike, to release that OTC energy. But Bron Breaker taking some good care of Hardy inside of the ring. But now it's Jeff Hardy with a diving lariat to Breaker. And Jeff Hardy Irish whipping Bron Breaker. Athleticism shown by Jeff Hardy as Roman Reigns again just walking. The fans are going crazy. Roman Reigns right next to that front row. The OTC, who again wants to go and grab that island of relevancy back. He wants to continue being relevant as Roman Reigns and Bron Breaker face to face in the middle of that ring. And Roman Reigns striking Breaker. But now it's Bron Breaker delivering some punches to Roman Reigns. But now Jeff Hardy back in the ring, and now Hardy has Roman Reigns up on his shoulders for a body slam. Taking care of Roman Reigns, putting him down. As Jeff Hardy now puts Breaker in the corner. And now it's Jeff Hardy with a drop kick to Roman Reigns, and Bron Breaker with a clothesline to Jeff Hardy. Breaker in the middle of that ring dives on Jeff Hardy. Oh my goodness. Bron Breaker acting like a trampoline and launching himself on Jeff Hardy. But look at Roman Reigns gaining some speed with a spear. Roman Reigns. Huge spear to Bron Breaker. On the outside, and Reigns throwing Jeff Hardy into those steel steps. The OTC, he's the one. Welcome back to Raw in Cardiff, Wales. Bron Breaker clotheslining Roman Reigns. The winner advances to a already stacked men's elimination chamber featuring guys like Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. Breaker with a spear to Jeff Hardy. This could be over for Jeff Hardy. Bron Breaker with a chance to advance to the men's elimination chamber, and Jeff Hardy at 2.9. Something Roman Reigns usually does, kicking out at the very last fraction of a second. Jeff Hardy mimicking that tonight. There's some awesome next episodes coming soon. SmackDown in Dublin, Ireland, and then the Elimination Chamber. And then the road to WrestleMania gets heated as Jeff Hardy looking to possibly shock Roman Reigns and the rest of the entire, of the whole, the global, of the whatever adjective you want to use. Jeff Hardy now going for a crossbody on Roman Reigns. Reigns able to dodge that, but they have to be careful as Bron Breaker behind Roman Reigns. But now Roman sending Jeff Hardy on the steel step. Jeff Hardy not looking good. Roman Reigns dodging Bron Breaker's shoulder tackle. But Jeff Hardy, we might have to take him to the emergency. That looked like a rough bounce for Jeff Hardy, but now it's Bron Breaker. He was able to put Roman Reigns down on the ground, and now Jeff Hardy with a twist of fate to Bron Breakker. Jeff Hardy not down yet, despite getting molested on those steel steps earlier by Roman Reigns. He's still alive and hitting twist of fate. But now Roman Reigns putting Bron Breakker on the table, but now it's Jeff Hardy with a huge power slam to Roman Reigns. And it's Jeff Hardy now who's going to put Breakker on the announcer's table, but Breakker able to reverse that. Not letting that happen, as Breakker now has Jeff Hardy up on his shoulders. Bron Breakker with a powerbomb to Hardy on the announcer's table. The table very rigid, not breaking at all. Now Breakker, oh my goodness, with a shoulder tackle to Roman Reigns, hitting his back shoulder, I believe. Roman Reigns, his shoulder did not look well, and he just landed hard on the bare floor. But now it's Breakker looking to put Jeff Hardy down on the announcer's table. But now Jeff Hardy, twist of fate on the announcer's table. The table explodes, and Roman Reigns with a kendo stick. Oh my God, Roman Reigns stands tall. Holy shit. And welcome back to Raw in Cardiff. It has been one hell of a matchup. Now Bron Breakker putting Roman Reigns down as he was running through the ropes. And now Breakker and Roman Reigns, the two only men in the ring. Jeff Hardy is on the outside, and now Breakker now powerbombs Roman Reigns on the steel steps. Holy smokes! As Breakker now going for a spear on Roman Reigns. The steel steps, though, interfering. And now Reigns going for a spear to Breakker. Breakker was able to dodge. Jeff Hardy now with a roll-up to Bron Breakker. What is going on here in our main event? As Breakker now attempting to pin Jeff Hardy. But now Roman Reigns with a kick to Breakker. Not letting that happen. And now Roman Reigns with a spear. His finishing move to Bron Breakker. And now Jeff Hardy putting Roman Reigns down. Is Jeff Hardy potentially going to steal a win from Roman Reigns? But he looks like he has some plans of his own, as Jeff Hardy with a body slam to Breakker. And now Jeff Hardy climbing the top rope. And Jeff, what is he looking to do as Jeff Hardy whispers in the wind? Breakker dodges. Breakker with a spear to Roman Reigns. Breakker spears Roman. But now Jeff Hardy Irish whipping Breakker in the corner. Every man putting up the best of the best of the best of the best of their performances. They're trying to go to the men's Elimination Chamber. Roman Reigns spear, Superman punch to Breakker, spearing Jeff Hardy. Oh my God, what a sequence! Roman Reigns to advance to the Elimination Chamber. He does not. He does not, and I don't know how. Roman Reigns pulled off an incredible sequence, hitting a Superman punch to Breakker and then spearing Jeff Hardy. And that couldn't get the job done. And now Hardy with a lariat to Roman Reigns. Jeff Hardy pinning Roman. What a kick out at 2. Roman Reigns trying to regain his energy. That energy that he just lost on that sequence. And man, he used a lot of his remaining gasp to be able to hit 2 of his signature moves in such a short time. As now Breakker trying to spear Hardy, but Jeff Hardy was there to dodge, and now Breakker back in control though. That's what Bron Breakker loves to do, getting back in control very quickly. As now Breakker has Roman Reigns up on his shoulders, landing hard on the knees of Breakker is Roman Reigns. Signature move by Bron Breakker. As now Breakker trying to Irish whip Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy Irish whips Breakker on the referee. All 3 men are down. Who will go on to London and enter the men's Elimination Chamber match, with the winner going on to face the undisputed champion on SmackDown, as Seth Rollins is unavailable for WrestleMania as he's going to face Oba Femi for the world title. And now Jeff Hardy, twist of fate to Bron Breakker. But Roman Reigns right there to break up the pin. Jeff Hardy wasn't really aware of that, and now Jeff Hardy climbs the top rope. Jeff Hardy going for a swanton bomb on Bron Breakker. Breakker able to reverse that. As Breakker now, Irish whip, Jeff Hardy. It's Roman Reigns is going to hit the spear on Jeff Hardy. Bron Breakker angry as he was going to hit his spear, but instead it was Roman Reigns. And now Reigns. Oh no, I believe the Roman Reigns train is coming. Roman Reigns with a drive-by to Bron Breakker. As Roman Reigns is outside of the ring. Oh, no, that's a Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre with a Claymore kick to Roman Reigns. McIntyre did tell Roman Reigns on the last episode to watch his back as he focused back inside of the ring. Bron Breakker with a huge and vicious spear to Jeff Hardy. Drew McIntyre might have just cost Roman Reigns. And now Breakker with another spear to Jeff Hardy. And just like that, a cover of 3. And Breakker is heading to London to participate in the men's Elimination Chamber match. Bron Breakker hitting 2 spears to finish things off. And it was all due to Drew McIntyre's Claymore kick out of nowhere to Roman Reigns on the outside. Roman Reigns who had just perfected a drive-by signature move to Breakker. But man, Breakker, who joins a star-studded lineup at the men's Elimination Chamber, only one spot remains. And that spot will be determined on our next SmackDown episode. It will be either LA Knight, Sheamus, or Mystery Superstar. But congratulations to Bron Breakker, who is heading to probably the biggest match of his entire career. But now let's head back inside of the ring. Breakker has left quickly, and Drew McIntyre's back inside of the ring with the leader of the Visionaries. The Visionaries. Yes, Seth Rollins.
Roman Reigns, I told you to watch your back. Now it's time to stop running.
I got to admit, Drew, you did exactly what you said you were going to do.
Then let's quit wasting time. Jacob, get out here and make the match official.
Jacob, you saw what happened out there. Drew McIntyre jumped me after weeks of running his mouth. He told me to watch my back. Well, now I've got a message for him. At Elimination Chamber, he better watch his ass. Make the match official.
Roman Reigns tells the Raw general manager that he wants the match at Elimination Chamber. You know, it's Jacob who makes his way in Cardiff, Wales, in the Utilita Arena.
You got what you wanted. At Elimination Chamber, Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. But Seth, let me ask you a question. Who's the mystery masked man?